Hello, welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to bead this dress. Yes, it's a simple tutorial. It's going to be very in-depth. So stay tuned if this is what you are looking to learn. Please stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the bell notification so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. So first instance, we are going to go ahead and then draw our design. So first of all, you draw your design with a disappearing pencil. All right. So next thing, I'm going to start with the outline. All right. So I'm going to use wine for the outline. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my knot. I believe all of you know how to create a knot. So I'm going to be skipping that part because I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm going to be skipping that part. So I'm going to tie a knot first, and then this beading type we are going to be doing is a continuous beading. All right, so in order for your bead to be continuous, you go ahead and pick 4 beads, and then you measure where the bead stops. All right, then you go back. Okay, so after you put your needle through, go back on that same design line, go back and then bring out your needle like so. So this should be somewhere in the middle of these 4 beads. That is 2 of the beads. So I'm going to put my needle back through 2 beads out so that my beads can be continuous. All right. So that is the main aim of coming back and forth. All right, so that the beads can be continuous. So I'll go ahead and then pick another 4 beads. All right. So I'll pick 4 of the beads and then I'll do the same thing. I'm going to measure where my bead stops, and then I'm going to put it back. I'm going to bring the needle back halfway like that, not all through, just halfway. So just like I did for the first one, okay, I'm going to put my needle through from the second bead out like that so that I can get a continuous form. So anytime you are working on this type of beading, please make sure that you are putting your needle exactly where the bead stops. If you don't want like holes in your, if you don't want your continuation to break, okay, so you go ahead and put your needle exactly where your bead stops. All right, so we are going to be repeating the same process for all the outlines. All right, so this is the outline and it's a continuous beading process. So you can go ahead and mark a straight line and then use the same beading. You can use this type of beading on any type of shape that you want to achieve. Okay, so I'm putting my needle back through, okay, so that I can achieve a continuous beading, because if you don't put it back through, your beading is going to break. And if you are making a continuous beading and your beading breaks, it will not be nice. All right, so go ahead and then follow the steps that I have given you. Just follow it, and then we are going to be using this for the whole outline of the flowers we have drawn. Okay, because we are using wine to create all those outlines. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all the outlines. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Turn on the bell notification so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. Okay, so I'm going to be continuing with the process. You're going to pick 4 beads. You can do more than 4, but I will advise as a starter, okay, you go ahead with 2 or 3, or the most is 4. Okay, don't go beyond 4 because you are just starting, so don't go beyond 4. Okay, so I'm going to be repeating the same process. As you can see, there are no loopholes in my beading because I am measuring exactly where my bead like stops. Okay, and then I'm putting it back through. Right, so I'm putting it back through halfway, and then I'll bring out the needle, I'll put the needle through 2 beats, and then I'll bring it out. So if you are working with 6 beats, okay, you put it halfway through, and then you put your beads through the third beading up until the first one to create a continuous beading type. So I'm done with the outline. Okay, I'm going to be showing you how to fill these outlines with beads. Okay, so go ahead and then pick your beads, and this time around we are going to be measuring. Okay, so you are going to measure, because we are not doing like consistently, like we are not doing 4, we are not doing 5, depending on the shape and the length in between a flower, or should I say, yeah, a flower and a petal and the other. So we are going to be picking up our beads, and then from there you will not bring it back. This is not a continuous beading, so you put your bead, your needle next to where you want your next bead to be. All right, so carefully look at what I am doing. So you see I am bringing out my needle from a different spot. Okay, so that is where I want the next beading to be. So make sure they are really close so that it will fill up all the spaces. It's not easy to create this type of beading, but it was definitely worth it at the end of the day. The dress looked so beautiful, and I like the floral nature of the dress. So this is what you do to fill all your spaces, except when we get to the leaves, that is also going to be a different method. So I'm going to be using the same process to fill up all my spaces. Okay, so I'll grab my beads, and then I'll measure, and then once it's okay, I'm going to put it through to where I want my next bead to be. Okay, so make sure it is closely compacted. Like if you are using 0.01, make sure all your spacing is 0.01. If you are using 0.25, make sure all your spacing is 0.25. Please, I hope you get me. If you don't understand anything, leave your questions in the comments, and I am going to be answering your questions. Okay, so I'm going to be using the same process for all of the rest, okay, except the leaf part. Okay, yeah, so let me zoom in so that you can see what I am doing really well. Okay, yes, so just like that, you measure, you bring out your bead, your pin, your needle to where you want your bead, your next bead to sit. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'll measure. Once it's okay, please don't measure, don't do over measuring. Okay, and then don't under measure too. Make sure it is accurate. Make sure it is sitting in well between the space. All right, so assuming you measure, and then you are supposed to take one bead out so that it will be okay, please do so. If you are supposed to add one bit to it so that it will sit properly, please do so. Okay, so don't over measure and under measure. It's going to spoil your work. It's not going to make your work look nice. So just like I have taught you the basics, that is what I am doing. So I think I beaded this for a whole day. Yes, I did it for a whole day. This beading took me a whole day. Yes, it took me a whole day. It wasn't easy to bead. I had my beader help me out, but it's not really easy to bead this dress. It takes consistency, and it takes constant practice. So if you are here and you are willing to learn, please constantly practice so that you can always be on point. Okay, so if you like this beading tutorial, please like, comment, and then subscribe. I'll be sure to go ahead and be uploading new beading techniques for you guys. All right, okay, so we continue with this beading process. Alright, so guys, I have a lot of videos on my channel. Please make sure that you check them out as well. And don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. So if you in any way make a mistake of spacing out too much, you can go ahead and always fill that space with beads using the same method, the same technique. Okay? So you can go ahead and do the same thing using the same method and the same technique. Alright. So as you can see, I am just looping my beads, and then when it gets to the measuring and it's okay, I'll just put my needle through to where I want my bead to stop. So one flower is done. It looks so beautiful, guys. It came out really, really nice, and I'm so proud of myself. Yes, because I'm not really like a beading girl. Yes, I bead like I know how to bead, but I have a beader. You understand? So I'm not really like a beading girl. But today we have time was not on our side, so we decided to do the beading together, and I did so well. So now it is the turn of the leaves. Like I said, I am going to be showing you a different method, though it's the same technique, but I'm using like a different method. So I'll go ahead and tie my knot as you see me doing. I am tying my knot. First of all, I brought out the shape, a little bit of the shape or the outline I want the bead to take, or the form I want the bead to take, and then I started with my knot, and then from there I'm going to pick up beads, and then I'll measure. Okay, so I'll measure. I'm going to be beading from the right side to the middle, and then up to the right side, and then to the middle again. So just watch what I am doing closely, and you are going to be understanding what I mean. So after grabbing my beads like so, I am just going ahead to put my pin next to where I want my next bead to sit. Okay, yes, so put it there, and then from there go ahead and then grab another set of beads, and then make sure that you measure. Like I always say, I will emphasize and make sure you place your needle exactly where your bead stops, and then put it back through where you want your next bead to start. Okay, so this is the process that I was talking about. We are going to be using this process all the way up until we are done with the first half of the beat, and then we are going to be using the same process back until when we are done with the second half of the beat. Right, guys, please like this video, please comment. This helps YouTube push my videos, and anytime YouTube push my videos, I get motivated to make more videos for you guys. But anytime I upload a video and the video doesn't go through, like it kind of brings me down, because making a video and editing is no joke, guys. Besides, you're already stressed making the work, whilst you are also filming the process as well. So please like, comment. You can share to your Facebook group, your WhatsApp group. You can share on your status, share to TikTok and other parts of social media that you use. All right, so please like this, comment, give me a thumbs up, because I really need this to grow my videos and my channel. Thank you so much. So guys, I'm using the same beading process. So beading is basically like following a principle. Okay, so if you're able to follow that principle, you get a neat work. All right, so as you can see, I started with 3 beats, but as I'm going up, the leaves is becoming bigger, or the shape around that part is bigger, so I am using more beats along that part. So all you just need to do is just measure. Okay, so once you measure, you go ahead and then put your pin through to that point, back to where you want your next beading to stop. Okay, so guys, I've already done, skipping the process because it is the same method I used. All right, so I finished with the first half, and then I'm now doing the second half using the same process. Nothing different, like there is nothing different at all. Okay, so guys, I didn't want the video to be long. Yeah, I didn't want it to be long. That is why I had to shorten everything. But I hope you know your beading technique now. This is a continuous form of beading. Yes, this is a continuous form of beading. And the type of beading we use in filling it up is the fill up method. All right, so we have different type of method. This method is used to fill up spaces that you want to, kind of. So if this filling up space is like longer, you would need a continuous beading, because obviously with a continuous beading it will, form the shape that you want. Okay, so if this filling up method is longer, let's say I have like 10 inches line that I want to fill up, I can do beats a strand for 10 inches and then use it. No, I will need to go gradually, like maybe 5 5 5 or 10 10 10, until I am able to fill it up. I hope you get me. So anytime you want to fill up something, you use the continuous method. And if it is long, because this is not long, that is why I did not use the continuous method. Okay, yeah, so I'll be bringing to you more beading tutorials. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video. The finished outcome of the beadwork, it came out so nice. It came out so nice. So guys, let me know if you want me to teach you how to get like the proportion of your markings really well. Let me know so that I'll put up a tutorial on how to do that.